Need for Speed Most Wanted, not to be confused with the 2012 remake Need for Speed Most Wanted. We will be looking at the 2005 version that was developed by Black Box Games, a studio bought by Electronic Arts in 2008 and shut down in 2013. Most Wanted brought back some features from the Need for Speed Underground series, such as car modifications, sweet body kits, and an open world which was introduced in Need for Speed Underground 2. If you start a new game with an Underground 2 save file, you'll get to start the campaign with some extra money, which can really help out. Most Wanted was released for nearly every system, including Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, Gamecube, Windows, PS2, PSP, which is titled Most Wanted 510, Xbox, and is the first game in the series to be released on the 7th generation consoles, which was Xbox 360. Now let's compare all the handheld versions really fast and get them out of the way. The PSP obviously looks better, and I know I'm in the minority here, but I really love the PlayStation Portable, and I wish it won the handheld battle between the DS. I know the DS has some sweet games, I just like the PSP's graphics. Alright, that's enough of the handhelds. Let's move on to the consoles and PC. Let's try and compare 5 versions. Let's take a step back and take a look at the Xbox 360. Notice that they added trash bags and a bakery sign. It hasn't been 10 seconds yet and already spotted some differences. I will say the trees do look the best on the PC, however. Alright, let's move on. Take a look at the headlights. The PS2 and the Xbox are the only ones with them turned off. And if you look at the 360, it seems they wanted the time of day to be different. It almost looks like it's the sunset. If you take a look over here, you'll notice that this is the only one with the rear view mirror. Let's go in for a closer look. PlayStation 2 looks the worst. If you look here and compare to the GameCube shows slightly more detail. Then the Xbox looks better than the GameCube, and what's interesting to me is, I think the Xbox 360 actually looks better than the PC. I like the sky better. The 360 looks fantastic here. But I do think in this cutscene, the PC looks better. Then we move on to the original Xbox, which actually looks pretty damn good. The GameCube looks pretty awesome also. Then of course we got the terrible looking PlayStation 2. It's not a very good port. Take a look at the far buildings. The GameCube is a lot clearer than the Xbox, and the PC is super crisp. Now, is this a good thing? I don't know. Maybe they wanted the background to be blurry to put the focus on the cars. And so, the blurry buildings are actually the better looking ones. Let's move on to the next scene. Take a look at the 360 street. Looks a million times better than all the other versions. Here's my theory. The old gen consoles and the PC were all made and finished at the same time. And since the Xbox 360 was going to be the new generation of consoles, they decided to make this version the best one, so it stands out from its predecessors. But playing all of them and watching them here, I didn't really notice much of a difference in frame drop. I did have a hard time with the PlayStation 2's draw distance. It's about the same, but way more blurry, and it made it way difficult to know when to turn. If I had to pick a favorite, I'd pick the Xbox 360. Although the PC did look better in some areas, I just feel the 360 has more to offer. I feel like they spent more time with it. Well, that's it for me guys. Thanks for watching, and please feel free to take a look at our other show, Game Over Bro. And stay tuned for the next side-by-side, Splinter Cell. Take it easy.